call is now recorded. So, hello everyone. This is Ezekiel. And the day before yesterday, which was the first class, we learned a lot. I was able to show you some tricks, targeting tricks. I call them in Ezekiel's targeting tricks. So let's just do some quick revision. So I said if you want to target your audience, the first thing you can use is to do what? Use similarities to target your audience. Use what? Similarities. So if you are selling kitchenware, for example, you can target things like home appliances, kitchen tools, and home decor. So targeting based on similarities is what? Targeting individuals who show interest in related or familiar items. So this is I'm just going through it for you. This is what we did in our last class. So if you want to sell something like wigs, you can target things like makeup, skincare, and hair care. Because if someone is interested in wig, the person will most likely be interested in makeup and skincare and hair care. So number 2, I said target based on what? People. Direct your effort towards the types of people who need or use your product. Like kitchenware, you can target mothers, chefs, bakers, home cooks. Then for kids clothing rather, you can target parents, moms, expecting mothers, pregnant women. Now let's talk about purpose. Purpose is targeting based on the core benefits or purpose of your what? Product. What problem does it solve? Makeup. You can target things like beauty, fashion, building confidence. You can also target problems, because those people that have those problems will be interested in the solutions. So the problems like acne, skin defect, and things like that. What about selling weight loss tea? You can target what? Weight loss, body goals, summer body, and things like that. So that's targeting based on purpose. So you can use similarities, people, or purpose. So that's just a quick revision. So like I said, too many people might not come for today's class because today is Friday. Yes, today is Friday. And some of them I want to go for church service. So today I want to quickly explain Google Ads to you. Now, Google Ads is actually very, very easy to understand. Very, very easy. I know some people might have made it look sophisticated, like, this thing is like this, that thing is like that. But let me be honest with you, it is very, very, very easy. So just go to ads.google.com, then it will bring you here. Just click sign in. Then it will sign you in. Now, Google Ads, I won't suggest Google Ads for every business or every this or every that. Like I explained in the last class, which I'll still explain again. There is Facebook, there is Instagram, there is Google, there is Snapchat, there is Twitter, and more. Each and every of these platforms have their own target audience. Each and every of these platforms have their own target audience. So if you want to use Google, for example, Google is actually used for ready buyers. That's the main reason why you see cost per click is like 0.1 This is about, I don't know, maybe 170 naira. So Google Ads could be done, especially if you're not doing things right. So when you're on Google Ads, this is what you will see. Just click new campaign, then click new campaign. So don't worry, I'm recording this one and I'll share it to you when we are done. So you can just pay attention to this class and don't miss anything. So look at this. Your campaign objective will determine number one, how expensive your campaign will be or cost per click will be. Number two, what you want to achieve will determine what objective you should choose. So for sales, you choose sales. You want to get leads, you choose leads. You want to get web traffic, you choose web traffic. You want to promote your app, click app promotion. You want to just get awareness, click awareness. You want foot traffic, you want people to come to your physical store, choose this one. So let's do for leads. Or let's do for awareness. Let's do for awareness. Because it's easier. This is just I'm trying to break it down for you. So they said campaign type. So this is where you select where you want your ads to display. Do you want it to display on display, Google display, Google video, or Google demand gen? Now Google display, like I said, is like this. This is how it will display. If I search for hosting, for example, I'll be able to see some. Can you see? Sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. This is what Google display. It will show on Google search. Now this is video. It will show on what? YouTube. Demand gen will show on Gmail, YouTube, and Discover. So let's select display and click continue. So like I said, these things are actually very, very easy. Very, very easy. So campaign settings. Campaign settings. So firstly, Google will ask you, where do you want your ads to display? Your ads, you can display your ads on like or in various countries at a time, but that's actually very expensive. To niche down is cheaper. So you can say probably Nigeria, or you can choose specific places in Nigeria, like Lagos, Nigeria. Can you see? Include Kano, Nigeria. Can you see? Include. So you can select specific places like that. Then run your, that's what we call niche down. You narrow down your audience. So you scroll down and go to more settings. Now, it's not compulsory to do anything here. Yes, it's not compulsory to do anything here. But if you want to say, okay, I want my ad to run specific time of the day. For example, my specific audience could be available maybe morning and evening. Then during midday, they might be very busy. So I can come here and say, you know what, ad schedule. I want to run my ad specific time of the day. Excuse me. So it is actually possible for you to run your ads and your specific target audience will not be available at that point in time. And in fact, the less your conversions, the higher the cost. That's how crazy it is. If you are getting a lot of conversions, the cost to continue to reduce, the cost per conversion. That's how crazy it is. Whether Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Google, that's exactly how it is on all platforms. So the more you convert, the more you dey show your ads to people. And why is because they want to show ads that are relevant to their customers. So ads that are not relevant, they try to discourage it. So they keep on spiking up the conversions, and it's not their fault. They just need to show ads that are relevant to their customers. So if people keep interacting with your ads, they keep showing it to more people. So I can say I want my ads to run on Saturdays and Sundays, but I want them to run from let's say 5 to this one is just guesswork. Oh. I the one that will know when your customers will be available. To 7. Then I can add another one and say that same 24 hours clock. So can you see this is PM right here from 12 p.m. like this. So I can say I want my ads to run from, because this is Sunday, people normally sleep early. So they come back from church around 11, 12, and they sleep early around 7 because they just want to rest. Tomorrow is work. So can you see? I've just time to run my ads. Can you see that? So the more settings, you can just leave them. You can just leave all of these ones. Then click next. So yeah, you are going to state your what? Budget. How much do you want to spend per day? So I can say $10. So I won't suggest you do anything less than $5, by the way. So let me tell you something about Facebook compared to Google. Now, this is something that is actually different from both platforms. Optimize your ad throughout the what? Day. You try to manage your 10,000 naira throughout the day. So if it's that you get less conversions per hour, they will try to manage it throughout the day. But Google, your $10 can finish in the morning. Oh yes. If you are getting a lot of conversions, your $10 can finish by 10 a.m. Then that's till tomorrow. That is why this Google settings is actually very important. So you can state the specific time you want your ads to run. So it will optimize your money and optimize your campaign. So $10, then the bidding. They say what? Enter bidding. So I can just say maximize what? Conversions. So this one, I don't want them to, I don't. So the thing about bidding, let me just break it down for you. Is the thing about bidding is that you can bid and your ad will not even go anywhere because your bidding is too low. So if you are bidding, maybe it's, let me just bid 20 cents, that's $0.2, and someone else is bidding $2, all your competitors $2, $5, $3. Can you see? Your ad will not go anywhere because that's a competition. Now imagine if you are Google, let's assume you are Google. Someone is saying, I am willing to pay $2 per conversion. Another person is saying, I'm willing to pay $5 per conversion. The other person is saying, I cannot pay higher than 20 cents. Who will you favor more? Olowo láyé mọ̀. It's the person that has the money that people know. So click, either you want maximum clicks, Now let me explain the difference between maximum clicks and what maximum conversions. Clicks, people click and go to your site. Conversions, you have already told Google that, okay, look, I want them to not just go to my site, but I want them to click a certain button. I want them to interact with a certain button. So let's just set it for, then set a maximum. So you can set a maximum click bid. Remember what I said? If you don't, now the people who I would suggest to bid are people who have run ads. For example, I've already ran an ad. You saw my cost per click, right? It was what? 0.10. So now I already know my average cost per click is between 10 cents to 20 cents. So I can just bid what? 25 cents. Because I already know, I already have my own data. But if you don't have your data, don't bid. Then click next. Now we want to go into what? Targeting. This is very, 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 very crucial. This is very crucial. So this one is what? Audience segments. So click it. Then you come here and select what you're advertising. Now, the main reason why they are giving me all of these options is because based on my own my previous ads, this is what they were able to associate my previous ads with. So if your option is not there, you can come to browse and browse for it. Can you see? You can come to browse and browse for it, or you can go to search and search for it. Let's say, can you see? Fashion. So my own is mainly digital. So can you see that it's actually very easy? Mind you, it's not everything you search for that you see. So you just have to keep searching for things that are similar to what. So mine is what? Digital marketing, and it showed it. Digital marketing. Can you see? Online marketing. Can you see? So I'll just select them like this. Then I will come here again. Add targeting. Can you see that there are different options? Then there is what? Demographics. So in demographics, this is where you select the specific age, gender, and what? Parental status. Now, if you want to run ads outside Nigeria, you'll be able to select household income. But the data, even on Facebook, data is not Nigeria. We don't really have that quality of data to be able to determine how much people are making per house. So you can come here and say, oh no, I don't want unknown. I want people that are precise about their gender. And I want to run the ads from 18 to what, let's say 44. Can you see that's my target audience? And I don't want to target parents. You can say that if that's your choice. Or if you want to target parents, you can target parents. So you can also come here again, add targeting, and what? Go to keywords. And run ads for keywords. I mean, select specific keywords. Now, to generate keyword ideas, you can drop your site link here. So it will generate what? Keyword ideas from your site. So you didn't try from my own, no. But it said, what service? Let me say digital. Let me just put something like digital marketing. So can you see specific keywords that it is suggesting for me? So can you see? They're also putting what? Sorry, they're also putting what? The relevance. What is digital marketing? Digital marketing or digital media marketing. So can you see? So as you keep selecting, they will keep popping up here. You can also add your own ideas, or you can also search for something else. Then to suggest it to you. Now, it is incredible to actually look at the relevance. I know some of you want to target the one with very high, sorry, I scrolled up too much. Excuse me. With very high relevance. But those ones are actually more costly. So I usually say experiment with your ad to know what's best for you. So it is better to what? Move with precision. Now, digital marketing is broad. Anybody can search for digital marketing. If I want to sell a digital marketing course, I can go for things that have to do with what? Digital marketing courses, and say online courses in Nigeria. Enter. So I'm moving with what? More precision. Can you see free online courses or free online training courses, free digital marketing courses, digital marketing full course? Can you see? It is better to be what? More precise. If you target a keyword that everybody is targeting because it has high relevance, you just be spending a lot of money. So ad targeting. So you can also add targeting based on what? Topics. Based on what? Topics. What specific topic? Let's see if ours is here. Can you see business and industrial? Can you see? Then I can look for something that has to do with education, jobs and education. Can you see? Now, you might be wondering why optimized targeting is on. That means I'm telling Google that, look, I don't know everything in the world. I've been able to select a few, but I want you to also assist me to experiment with my ad and show my ads to more keywords that are relevant to my ad. So can you see? Then they will optimize your ad for you. So let's see ad targeting. There's still one last one, which is what? Placement. Now, placement has to do with what? Where specifically you want your ads to show. So, your ad can appear on any YouTube or display network placement that matches your what? Your other targeting. Now, you can add specific placement to what? Narrow your targeting. If a specific website you target has an what? Equivalent app, your ad can also show there. So if they're trying to tell you that, okay, look, we'll just keep on showing it to the one that is best for you. But if you want to what? Select specific ones, it is actually good to what? Select specific ones. So there is that option. You can paste links here or write keywords that have to do with, let me say, community. So based on websites, they very suggested 25 to me that you can select that have to do with what? Community. Sorry. Let's go back. Why for YouTube channels, there is already like 1K plus that has to do with what community that you can display your ads to. So they are giving you more control over where and where your ads display. So let's click next. Now this is the final one. This is where you add your what? Final URL, your business name, you add images, logo, video, headline. Now it's actually incredible, but headline you can use AI to come up with headlines. You can use Gemini, you can use which one again? ChatGPT and more. And this will actually suggest several headlines for you. So if you have a YouTube channel, you can add a video or just upload the video directly. So can you see? You can search YouTube and paste your video link here. You can add a logo here. You can add a logo here. And you can add an image. But another good thing is that they can also generate images for you, which is the one I mostly use. So you just come here and say, let's say what I'm selling is digital marketing courses, for example. I'll just click generate. So it will generate things that have to do with images that have to do with digital marketing for me. So that's the beauty of this thing. So they've already put it there that this could take several seconds. So you just have to wait. You just have to wait. All right. All right, look at the few that you're able to generate for me. So if you like them, you can just select them. So I've selected this one, select. So after selecting, just do what? Save. So this one is still trying to crop it for me. Good. So if you don't like those images, you can add more description to your AI and allow it to generate more for you. So after you've added headline, let's add some headline. Make sure your headline is actually catchy. Let me add one short one. Now, let me tell you something. You need to add as many headlines as possible. As many headlines as what possible. So for headlines, you can add about 10. For long headlines, you can add about, let's say 5, 7. For descriptions, you can add as many as possible too. So another good thing you can do is you can use what AI. So click more ideas. So can you see that to generate ideas for you? So see 56 more. So can you see they are suggesting, they are suggesting. So I can just click any of their suggestions. The ones that are relevant to what I'm selling. So headlines for your ad, 5 is enough. Sometimes they'll allow you to add at least 10. Long headlines too. You can just keep adding. Now for description, just click more ideas. So it will show you more ideas that you can use. And you might be wondering why they are doing this. They are doing this to make life as easy for you as possible. They are trying to make life what easy for you. So asset library, your asset library might be empty. You can just come to suggested and use the one that they've suggested for you. Then what? Save. So now let's go to more options. Call to action text. Call to action text, remove automated and select specific ones you want to use, like learn more. Then click next. So can you see your ad? You can go through your ad and make corrections. So let's name our ad. Let's name it testing for class. So you can go through your ad. If you want to make any corrections, you can go back to make corrections. So I hope that was actually very easy. That's just how Google Ads is. Very, very, very easy. Very easy. And for those who came late, don't worry, I'll share you the file. I'll share you the file, the recording. So, like I said, this thing is actually very, very easy to understand. Let me alert people. I already said that a lot of people might not come today because they might want to go to church. Even I will be going for video today. So just give me a minute. All right, let's get back to class. So for those who are just coming, I explained this in the last class. Let me refresh your memory again. I said, now this actually works for Google Ads. So let me explain some. Let me show you something that it actually works for Google Ads too. So your audience, you can group them based on what? Similarities, purpose, people, and what? Yes, similarities, purpose, and people. So you can go to Gemini, for example, and say, Gemini. For those who don't know Google Gemini, that's actually an AI chatbot that you can ask questions and it will answer you. So you can say, okay, let me just try to increase it so I'll be able to see it properly. Based on similarities, generate 10 keywords for my product. Digital marketing course in Nigeria. So can you see digital marketing training in Nigeria? Let me increase it in case you cannot see it. Digital marketing training in Nigeria, online marketing course Nigeria. Which one again? Internet marketing Nigeria, SEO course Nigeria, social media marketing course Nigeria. Can you see? So you can also use what? Similarities, people, and purpose. So like I always say, digital marketing is hot right now, and digital marketers are the most sought after um professionals in 2025. Oh yes, they are. So digital marketing is a skill of the future and of the present. Whether you're an entrepreneur, you own your business, you want to be a freelancer, you want to, which one again? You want to get a very, very good and stable job. Digital marketing is a skill of the present and future. It is not going anywhere. Now, I've been opportune to join HR groups, and these people are talking about digital marketing almost every day. They need digital marketers, and there are a lot of people that have the skill, but they are not able to sell themselves. They're not able to like market themselves rather. And there are a lot of people that don't even have the skill, but they are marketing their title. So digital marketing is not just about Facebook ads. It's not just about Google ads either. Digital marketing is way broad than that. And I'll break something down for you. I'll break something down for you. Just give me a minute. I said digital marketing is not just about what? Advertising. There's advertising, there's promotion, there's public relations, and there's sales. It's not just about buy one, get one free. There is actually more to digital marketing than just that. There is more to marketing than just buy one, get one free. So there is a lot you can do in marketing. Can you answer the 5 WH questions? Why, how, what, when, and who you are marketing to? What product are you marketing? Why should they choose the product? Whether it is your product or you're marketing for someone, how can you reach your customers? When can you reach them? Like I explained precisely here, I said there are times that you can actually, or it is actually better sometimes to select the specific time you want your ad to run. That's answering the when. That's answering the when. And the who, you can target based on what? People. You can target based on purpose. You can target based on similarities. So if you want your ads to run in the night, typically, maybe around 7 to 11, it is actually good. You can use that. And I've already stated it before that the best way to learn is not on YouTube. You are going from one YouTube course to another. You will confuse yourself. A lot of you are going from one YouTube course to another. By the time this one will tell you do this one will tell you don't do this one will tell you this thing that you've done, no, that's what's making your ad not work. So you are confusing yourself. The best place to learn is to learn in a safe environment, a safe space where you can learn everything. I'm talking about the 5 pillars of marketing, what I call the 5 pillars of marketing, from one source. Now, I'm talking about something like a digital bootcamp for marketers. Now, this one is specifically for marketers. Those who want to learn advertising, promotions, publicity, public relations, and sales. But not just videos like this, go and watch this video, then they will forget. I'm talking about mentorship, guidance, live classes, one-on-one interactive sessions, assignments, and more. Now let me show you something. Let me show you something. I call this the AIDRE formula for sales. It's actually a sales funnel blueprint, and I'll be breaking it down. Number one is what? Attract. Firstly, for someone to be interested in buying your product, the person needs to know about your existence. If they don't know about your existence, how would they be able to what? Patronize you? How would they be able to buy your product? Firstly, you need to do what? Attract. That's what you need to get people's attention. You need to be able to what? Get people's attention. And how can you do that? You can use what? SEO. You can use ads. You can use social media content. So that's like, hey, look, oh, I exist. Boom. So of you are drinking Coca-Cola, Fanta because you know they exist. There are a lot of other soft drinks that exist that you're not drinking because you don't know about their existence. Now, afterwards, they know about your existence, you need to be able to get them to be interested. Which is what? To make them curious. Now, you can use landing page. The landing page is strong hook. You can use email opt-in forms. You can use a video explaining the product. You can also use free samples. Now, the question to answer is, why should they care? Why should they care about you or your product? Now, number 3 is to get them to desire, build that emotional connection. Build that emotional connection. Either you use a detailed explanation or maybe video explaining the product or showing samples, testimonials, showing results, and things like that. Now, the question to answer is, why should they want this product now? Why should they want it? Number 4 is what? Request. Now, when building a sales funnel, one thing that is actually most important is what? CTA, which is call to action. They should be able to buy now, book a call, learn more, or do something. Now, one question you need to answer for the request, which is the action, is how do I make it easy for them to act? How do I make them take an action? That's why it's called call to action. Number 5 is what? Engagement. Engagement. So after they've bought, how can you keep in touch with them? How can you keep in touch with them so you don't lose contact with them? So I've actually talked a lot, and I don't like to just talk. I like to ask questions. So if you have any question, just signify. Just signify. Question time, question time. I'm sure you would have run ads in the past before, or you have some questions based on the things that I've explained, either from the simple targeting tricks, from the Google ads, or from the 5 pillars of marketing, or from the AIDRE formula. So if you have any question, signify. Any question, signify. If you don't signify, we'll continue the class. Okay, Godwin, please ask your question.
All right, sir. Yeah, my question is on the amount for running the ads. Some of us that are newbies, want to start small. When we run ads with little amounts, it look as if is a waste, or we don't really get we didn't really get what we want. So what amount do you really will you recommend to say, okay, this is what should be our daily budget? And if you can talk more about the amount aspect for running ads, maybe daily or so.
All right, that's actually a very good question. Now, I was explaining to someone that Facebook ads has actually gotten more expensive. As at 2021, if you wanted to run Facebook ads, in fact, let me just use real example so I will not be. If you wanted to run Facebook ads, the least amount that you could use for daily budget, you could use about 600 naira daily budget 2021. Yes, though you might not be able to get much, but at least you could run at 600 naira daily budget. So then my Facebook ads manager load. So I will show you how much is the list now. Just let it load. Just give it a couple of minutes. Edit. So, like I said, it's actually a very good question, and I know some of you might have it in mind already. And people who watch these videos or this video might actually have it in mind. So, things have changed. Let's be honest with ourselves. Things have changed. Exchange rate has gone up. And you might think, okay, but Facebook is different from Google. Google is charging in dollars, Facebook is charging in naira. But the fact that they are charging in naira doesn't mean they are calculating the value of your conversion in dollars. Yes. Though they will not show you, they will show you naira, but on their side, they are calculating it in dollars. So if I come here and I say, oh, Facebook, my daily budget, I want to run, let's say, before it was like 650 naira. So let's see what they will say. What do you see? Your budget must be at least 1,600 naira. Now, let me show you something. Exchange rate, dollars to naira. What do you see? About what? 600 naira. So what does that tell you? That these people are calculating what? Everything in dollars. So the least ad you can run now is $1, which is about 1,650. So if you want to use daily budget, for example, you want to decide what your daily budget will be, make sure you put the most you can afford, because conversions are now more expensive. I was paying for conversion probably like 70 to 100 naira 2022, 2021, 2022, 70 to 100 naira, the most 120. Now it has gone from that. Hold on, sorry. Now it has gone from that to about let's say 150 to 250. So you need, if you want to run ads, make sure you spend a lot of money within a short period of time. Don't spend 2,000 naira for like instead of spending 2,000 naira for like 20 days, or let's say 2,000 naira for 10 days, that's 20,000. It is better to spend your 20,000 within like 3 to 4 days. So Godwin, you want to ask a question? Godwin.
No.
Okay, have I answered your question?
Yes, you've answered it.
So it is better to spend all the money you want to spend within a short period of time, rather than saying, okay, let me just put 2,000 naira per day. If you do like that, you will just waste your money, because you are spending 2,000 naira per day, another person is spending 20,000 naira. If you were Facebook, who will you favor more? So Grace.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Grace.
I have a question about this payment thing, and I want to ask, what does it really matter if I spend 2,000 naira per day and someone else is spending 20,000 naira per day and someone else is spending 500 naira per day? What really does it matter? What's the difference? What difference does it make?
Okay, yeah. So the difference it makes is that you are competing for the same audience. So whether you like it or not, you are bidding. So whether you bid or not, Facebook is bidding for you. So if you are spending about 20,000 naira per day, Facebook automatically will do what? Will set about 10 to maybe about 25% for bidding per customer or per conversion. So if I, for example, am spending 25,000 naira per day, 10% of 25,000 is 2,500. It's 2,500. So if you are spending, let's say, 2,000 naira per day, 10% is what? About 200 naira. So compare my 2,500 to your 200 naira. And that means I'm telling Facebook that I'm willing to pay about 2,500 naira per customer. Then you, on the other hand, you are telling Facebook that I cannot do more than 200 naira per customer. If you were Facebook, who would you favor more? The one who is willing to pay more or the one who is willing to pay less? So did that answer your question, Grace?
Yes, yes, you did. Thank you very much.
So you are competing for the same what? Customer or customers. So the one that is spending more, you will always favor the one that is spending more because they want you to spend more and they will give the person more. So who much is given, much is expected. So Blessing, Victoria, who else? Do you have any question? Ezekiel, Elizabeth, so we can continue. All right. So let's continue. Now, I've already explained to you that for Facebook ads, for this one ads, you can use this principle, this tactic. It will always work. So for interest, so okay, let me show you something. Let me first show you something. Daily budget 1,600. See, about highest 2.3K reach. And if I put 20,000, Facebook will say, wow, you are the customer that we want. Okay, they said this one is higher. This is not my real ad account. This is the ad account I used to run ads for other people. So they are saying that this one is higher than the one you normally run for, but you can see my reach. They are saying 28K. All right, let's go to audience targeting. Let's remove skincare. That was from my old explanation. So I can target based on what? Similarities. Let's say we are running for kitchenware. I can target home appliances. Let's see. So let's see. You might not have it. Sometimes they will have it, sometimes they won't. Can you see they have it? Home appliances. So you select. I can target what? Cooking wares. So this is me targeting based on what? Similarities. So sometimes they will have it, sometimes they won't. Okay, they don't have kitchenwares. Let me say home decor. All right, so can you see that they have it? Then I can come to what suggestions and say suggest more. Can you see? So you'll be able to suggest more household goods, home improvement, home goods. So you can use any of this for any ad you want to run on any platform. You can use it for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, Snapchat, and more. All right. So, like I said, I'm organizing a 3-month digital bootcamp. And this is not just for professionals or people who want to become professionals. Okay, I see Grace, you have a question. All right, ask your question, Grace.
Yes, I do. I noticed when you were mentioning the channels for the ads, you did not mention WhatsApp. I think WhatsApp business that is has a an ad slot. So what about that?
Yeah, WhatsApp business is still Facebook ads.
Oh, okay. So I have to go say I want to run an ad solely on WhatsApp. I have to go through this same process too.
It's not that you have to, but you can.
I can. Okay.
So it is better to go through this because you have more options.
Okay. Okay. Thank you
You
very
have more
much.
targeting options. So this is not just for people who want to pick up this digital marketing for their business, which is also very good. You can run ads for your business by yourself. You can market yourself. Now, let me tell you something. Digital marketers are going to become very, very expensive very soon. They're already becoming very expensive. They're already paying digital marketers about 500 to 1M per month. And even abroad, they are very open. US, UK, they are open. They outsource. They don't just hire people in their country. They hire people in Nigeria, people in UK, people in US. They just hire people based on professionalism. So digital marketing is actually a hot skill, no matter where you go. So whether you are learning it for your own self, you're learning it as a freelancer, you're learning it to further your career, digital marketing is a very, very fundamental and important skill. And the most interesting part about it is as a digital marketer, you're not even going to work. It's not as if you wake up in the morning so you can do your 9 to 5. You can work from home. Digital marketers now are working from home. So you can work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, or you can work one highly paid job. So now this digital bootcamp that I'm organizing is not just videos, like I said. There is support group, proper guidance, live classes like this, mentorship, internship, and more. And it also comes with 70 detailed videos. So after the live classes, you can also go back to watch those videos. Now I'm doing this, and I'll be going, in fact, I'll be going a long way to educate my students so that when you go out there, when I carry you to the HR, you would actually make me proud. So that when I carry you to the HR will actually want more of my students. Like Ezekiel, bring more people from the King Ezekiel Academy. So you are going there to represent me because the academy is named after me, the King Ezekiel Academy. So I don't want you to sit down in front of the HR and the HR will be asking you questions and you'll be doing because I'm connecting my company to the HR. So when I give them a digital marketer, I'm not giving them a digital marketer as maybe your name is Folorunsho, I'm giving them a digital marketer as a digital marketer from the King Ezekiel Academy. So you don't have to be a graduate to land a good job in digital marketing today. You don't have to be a graduate, let's be honest. You just need to be very good at what you are doing. So on a normal note, this is actually supposed to be very expensive. But like I said, the academy is named after me. I am creating an army of digital marketers. I'm doing this more for legacy so that you can go there, represent me. A lot of you will travel. Some of you will travel out. Some of you will go to America, you will brag to those white people saying, I learned this from the King Ezekiel Academy. So it's more about making me proud and making a name for my academy. Now, mind you, it's not free, but the access fee is actually, it's a giveaway. It's a giveaway. So, it's a 5-in-1 bundle. And number one is what? Advertising, where I'll be explaining more. I'll be diving deeper into Google Ads. I'll be explaining how to run or how to set up conversions, how to set up there's something now called Google segments. That's actually deeper than keywords. So I'll be explaining it. I'll be explaining Instagram ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, how to set up pixels and more. So by the time you'll be done with this class, you'll be a genius when it comes to marketing. Now, marketing is not just about advertising. I'll be explaining what? Promotions too. How to use deals and discounts to attract your buyers. I'll be explaining what? Publicity, how to get free attention. I'll be explaining public relations, how to manage your attention. The attention you'll be able to get, how to get and manage the attention to build a strong brand reputation. And I'll be explaining what? Sales. Now, this thing comes with what? Videos worth even more than 25,000 naira. I'm talking more than 70 practical videos. And aside that, it comes with a support group, with mentorship, live classes, one-on-one interview. Like I said, before I give you, it also comes with a certificate. But before I give you the certificate, I will have a one-on-one interview with you. Talk to you, drill you to make sure that you are top-notch. You're not just a digital marketer for title. So it comes with internship, mentorship, support group, and what? Live classes. It also comes with what? Assignments to keep things fun and interactive. It also comes with what? One-on-one interview, like I said, and a potential for what? Internship. So here you'll be able to work with brands, actual brands. Here you'll be able to work with what? Actual brands, real estate companies, and more. So you might be wondering, is this for me? Yes, it is for you. If you are a job seeker, a student, an aspiring digital marketer, or you want to become a freelancer, digital marketing is actually a very, very vast freelancing skill. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, it is for you. Now, this digital bootcamp is actually a 3-month digital bootcamp for marketers. Within 3 months, by the time you end the class or by the time you end the session, the bootcamp, you'll be a genius when it comes to marketing. So it also comes with 100% refund guarantee if you are not satisfied after like maybe after 10 days. You're like, no, all what you promised you not deliver. I will refund your money. Now, this digital bootcamp is just, the access fee is just what? 5,000 naira. And it comes with what? Internship, mentorship, live classes. Which one again? Assignments, over 70 practical videos, guidance, one-on-one interactions, space for questions to where you'll be able to ask questions. So this is a safe space where you can grow as a digital marketer. So if you're interested in the 3 months digital bootcamp for marketers, just make the 5,000 naira payment to this account and you can send it to this phone number. Send the proof of payment to this phone number. So for those who came late, I'm going to share the live video with you. I'm going to share everything with you because I recorded everything. So it's been an amazing journey. I hope you're able to learn a lot. And if you have further questions, you can message me. This is my phone number, or you can drop them on the group. The group is always open. If anybody sends any ads, we just delete the person. So disclaimer, I will never message you privately. I will not message you privately. You message me first before I answer you. So if anybody should message you privately, they are not from me, they're not from my academy. So I'll also share the account details on the group. Thank you all for coming. Hope you had a wonderful session. That's all for today. The next class is tomorrow.